Danielle Smith's Alberta is about to import the only American tradition more toxic than their politics, crippling medical debt. Welcome to whatever the f this is. I'm Zane Velji. Danielle Smith and private insurance companies, well, they're getting into bed together, dangling the sexy lingerie of shorter wait times alongside the murder of universal public health care in broad daylight. And with some players you may already know. The exact same insurance companies that dole out your $500 in massage benefits that you panic spend on December 28th every year. And by the way, why are these the only therapists available on December 28th? Well, those same companies, they're about to get their hands on your medical care. And they have a guide on how to do it down south in the United States. In the States, insurers have denied 49 million claims in a single year. 49 million. That's roughly 1 million for every state, except Minnesota, which of course is essentially a Canadian sleeper cell that tells ICE to f off, elects kick-ass immigrants, and frankly, we would adopt any day of the week. Look, on paper, private insurance might sound like a fair trade. You pay a premium, you get faster health care. Who wouldn't want to skip the line even if it comes with our dose of Canadian guilt? But these affordable plans, which are often not all that affordable, they're a trap to something much, much worse. Here's how it works. You buy into it, you hit up a private clinic, and then you go home thinking, that was easy, I think I hacked the system. Until you get a letter that says, hi, we've decided that what you just got wasn't medically necessary, or you missed a prior authorization, or hearing in both ears is a luxury, so we're only covering one, which, by the way, is a real f***ing story. You now owe us thousands of dollars. You see, the gap between the clinic's bill and what your insurer actually pays is medical debt, and that is what is breeding in the United States. And we as Canadians, we have zero immunity to this. Why? Well, mainly because we have no idea how much it actually costs. We're lucky. Do you know in Canada, in our public system, which is much cheaper than the US, how much a night in the ICU is? $4,000. A standard knee replacement? $10,500. Your appendix yanked? $8,000. In the US, nearly a third of working adults carry medical debt. Not because they don't all have insurance, but because insurance said no after the procedure. Bill 11 is Alberta practically begging for that exact same setup on the heels of dual practice. Further, it kicks the door open for Canada's first private market for this essential care. And the usual Canadian insurance suspects are already measuring the drapes. Sun Life, Manulife, Canada Life, the same guys who play games with your disability claims. Soon the industry that argues whether your dad lived long enough for a check, sorry dad, you really f***ed us by dying and then dying at the wrong time, will decide whether they cover your next hospital stay, surgery, or transplant. We do have things to fix in the public healthcare system, but that's where they should be fixed, in the public healthcare system. This isn't a fix, and unless we use both of our medically covered, definitely not luxury ears right now, we may not wake up in time to stop it.